Well, hello there, everyone, and welcome back to Lady Arcader's Attract Mode. And for our second showcase tonight, we have Paige SR and Pystal Crepsi doing a tournament show match of Star Wars Episode 1 Racer, the very classic game. And I will send it over to them. Now this is pod racing.
I'm not going to do my usual tournament intro, but hey, I'm Paige, usual one of our more common commentators for our tournament, but I'm going to be playing this time. Joined today by Pystal Crepsi, aka Pystal Crepsi, aka Ronnie.
Hi, how you doing?
With commentary provided this time by Lightning Pirate and Hellfire.
Hello, hello.
Hello.
So what we're going to be doing today, this is not part of the bracket or part of our qualifying or anything. We're just showing off our tournament format with two hopefully evenly matched players.
You're giving me a lot of credit. I appreciate it.
Yes, I am giving you credit. There are going to be a lot of terms thrown around throughout this, and we won't have time to explain everything. Your traction upgrade and your frame rate will determine everything about about the game's physics and your handling. It'll affect the force of gravity, it'll affect your durability in multiple different ways, it'll affect your drifting. The general rule of thumb, the lower the traction and frame rate, the stronger your drifting, and the lower the force of gravity.
By default, most of the tracks we'll be playing, we'll be going through them mostly as they were intended to be played.
This game's routing is based 90% around boosting. Your boost, very obviously, boosts your speed at the cost of a resource called heat that regenerates over time, is the best way to put it. Every pod heats up at a different rate, cools down at a different rate, and boosts at a different level. Ben is picked because he has the strongest boost in the game, workable handling, and decent enough cooling with upgrades. The one thing you want to avoid is what we call underheating. Overheating is fine, less impactful, but more RNG. Underheating is time you cannot make up. Ordinarily, we will have a bit of a process to pick the first track. Today we're skipping over that in the interest of time, and both of us playing a track we really wanted to show off for this run. We're going to be starting on the 6th track of the amateur circuit, Vengeance. It kind of shows off everything the game has to offer.
I think rule number 1 of this track is that tube I just exited out of in my little warm-up here. The number 1 thing about that is that, and they can explain, I'll have them explain the fast terrain, exactly what that does. But basically, your heat management is not exactly intuitive on this track, but it's very, very important.
Yeah, you can lose time just over boosting in the wrong areas on this track.
Mm-hmm.
This is serious pod racing. All right. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go.
Okay, now that we've had... See, they're really gracious here because they gave us time to explain all of this track. So now we can really focus on just their times now.
The actual gameplay.
Ronnie makes it through the figure 8. That's always really dangerous. So does Paige. Great. This little fan room here actually has a little bit of fast terrain, although it's not as used as much as the tube's fast terrain.
Yeah, that fast terrain is definitely a big mechanic of this track, and using it effectively is pretty difficult.
Yeah, you can lose so much time not doing the correct boost route through here. Ronnie does it pretty much flawlessly. Paige is a little high on heat with the fast terrain usage here.
Also, I want to give a shout out to chat. I am looking at chat, and I see all the guys who made it over from Speed Gaming and our community, so thank you for showing up at this late hour, pod racing after dark.
So both of their first laps were really close, but due to the timing on heat, Ronnie is probably like a little bit ahead.
That
really low heat entering the tubes though.
That Uvo door Paige was just talking about how she lost a best of 13 match just to that door.
Oh man, that's rough.
So we'll be hoping she can make through that on lap 3.
101.8. 102. Yeah. Paige is starting to fall a little bit behind here due to the fast terrain usage that she's
Saving
doing.
all the deaths for lap 3 or none.
Okay. Oh, unfortunate.
Was it the and a really bad, for Pystal, that turn there had her pinballing.
And now Paige is really behind though.
Yeah, still not enough for Paige to make up the difference. But this last tube has a few rocks.
Yeah,
to
and you have to
watch
boost
out for.
earlier in it too, so it's a lot more dangerous. Okay, she clears it.
Yeah, she's got the rotation, and it's looking like this is going to be Pystal for the win.
Yeah, Pystal Crepsi's got this easily.
There we go.
306.9, that's really good in turning, or a live match anyways. 311 with a death. What would that be? It'd be like, what, 5 seconds off without the death or so?
Yeah.
It could have been really close, actually. That was
Could have
actually
been a close
insanely
one.
close if Paige didn't die there.
But yeah, at this point, the score is now 1-0, and both runners will get to permaban 2 of the 25 available tracks in the game.
Yep, that was a very unfortunate death for me. I think I might have had that.
Yeah, you almost cleared the... Like, if you didn't die there, you would have been really close.
What's your first? Unsurprising.
Paige, very good at BTC.
Yeah, I may or may not have about 4,000 attempts on that track. I think I'm going to hit your Inferno. And just because I do not feel like dealing with it, let's not do Fire Mountain Rally. So, I banned one much shorter, very technically dense track, and the longest track in the game by time.
Fair enough, fair enough.
You banned one track I'm good at, and one track I have literally not launched in 2 years. So, I do a pod ban, she bans a track, and then I pick a track, correct?
Correct.
I'm gonna ban one Sand Edge.
I think in that case, I'm going to temp ban... I'll temp ban Abyss.
For anyone wondering in chat, that's just our little format for this. After each track, the loser will temporarily ban one pod for the next race. The winner will ban one track for the next race, and then the loser will pick the track we play on.
And they will be racing to the first of 5 wins.
Mhm.
So best of 9.
Yes.
And I'm going to take this opportunity to take us to Malistaire 100.
Ooh.
And they
Should
also
pick.
have the option of selecting skips and introducing additional pod bans as well.
Yes. You can only do that a limited number of times per round or per match, but that is something we can do.
You gonna take out any more pods and use any of those forces?
There is also a skip to force on this, but I'm not doing that.
Yeah, I don't think
it's
either of
not
us wants
allowed.
to.
Not allowed. So
Oh, we just don't allow MMGs.
No, we do not allow these stupid moon launch skips.
Fair enough. I mean, they're terrible.
This is not exactly a challenging track, but you're required to use what's called 24 FPS with the lowest minimum traction part, just so you can get around that final hairpin without almost instantly dying into the wall every single time.
yeah, I think that's the first sort of major sort of track section like that in the game, where it's like a very difficult fast hairpin to make.
Yeah, it requires like a really good setup to just clear it well. Paige did actually pretty good there. Ronnie messed. Oh no, that's the first turn for Ronnie. Okay. And then the rest of the track isn't super hard, but the fact that you're still using this very slippery setup here, it's hard to stay close to the wall sometimes.
Oh yeah, the what Digital's alluding to in chat is that this track layout is actually
Oh my god.
based on Sonoma Raceway, the real life race course in California. And there's actually another track, Doug Derby, that's based off of Laguna Seca, which I hope see later on. It's not banned.
I think Ronnie would like to try for it if she can.
For sure.
The track she's been practicing a lot.
But kind of cool that they introduced at least the 1999 version of these race courses are kind of saved forever in this 1999 pod racing game.
Yeah, it's so wild to have like these tracks intended for real life cars be completely changed to fit something. All right, well the real big fear here is just instantly dying to these walls due to the fact that you have such low traction. It's very easy to just bump one wall at the wrong angle and you're just dead instantly with no recourse.
Yeah, this game overall is just super unforgiving with its collision. There a lot of times you'll feel like you died to nothing, and it can be incredibly frustrating, especially.
Most of them clear the hairpin. That's very good. Oh man, Paige slightly ahead.
There's a little bit of fast terrain to be made on that left fork there. Here's the second lap hairpin. Great for
Very
both runners.
good. Oh man, 34 from Ronnie. Paige falling behind a little. Okay, this is getting really close.
That was a nice save there by Pystal. But yeah, I'm not sure who's ahead right now.
It's like slightly even. Ooh, that was really close for Ronnie. Almost died to that wall there.
Okay, here it is. There's high for the lap. Oh no!
Oh man, that is rough.
Just barely off
Hey,
course there
Jasmine.
on the jump. Man.
That is so unfortunate. Yeah, when you're in the air like that with such low traction, if you're off like on your heading, it's almost like instant death for you here.
Yeah, you don't have a lot of control mid-air, so
Yeah, it's like nearly impossible.
that's why.
Well,
I
that
saw-
stinks.
Yeah, that was a little devastating for Ronnie there.
I was actually doing pretty well. I think that might have been an actual PB pace as well. That was top tier racing until I kind of freaked out after at one point there. I don't know if you saw that. I was all off.
Okay, the score is now 1-1, correct?
Yep.
All right, which means Ronnie will be starting us off on the bands.
I'm going to, for the pod ban, I'm going to take out Fudge Sang because I don't like him.
Digital Unity catching strays.
All my homies hate FUD.
I'll ban Bumpy's Breakers.
Okay. And I think for my pick, I'll just start us off with some Death Row's Revenge. Big shocker that I'm going for the best Ordamana track.
Woo! Actually, it's Abyss, but
You are wrong. That track is poorly made and put together. You can't
It
tell me
really
otherwise.
is badly made.
It's so bad. All right. Well, this track is Death Row's Revenge. It's a little tricky. It's slightly more basic. Ooh. Yeah, you can die to the catwalks right there if you fall off and try to touch them again, which is really annoying. More annoying on Abyss, but not as much here.
I think this track's known for its useless handrails that don't really keep the pod on the track. You can easily hover right over them and fall off into the gas core of the planet.
Yeah, walls are a suggestion on these courses. They don't really exist.
But I love the sort of the narrow nature of the entire track, and it really aids that sense of speed you get through the entire course. And if you lower your fog all the way, you can actually see like the entire track at once.
Yeah. And it was really pretty when I was doing that.
And then you got that big jump at the end.
Yeah, and on lap 3, if everything is right, they'll be jumping off and going for basically like a death strat. Not really, but like firing in midair, essentially.
Yeah, I think the logic behind that is it's better to just keep your boost.
Yeah, it's better to keep boosting and then get a fire than to bonk and not be able to fire. And by fire, we're talking about like maxing out your heat and letting the fire take. It'll basically give you the best chance for a good time. It is risky though. Like if they are going too slow, they will die right before the finish line, and that's not good. It's really not good.
Yeah, if you're out of bounds for 3 seconds, you die. That's kind of the rule.
Yeah, instantly.
Go.
And they are off. Ooh, man, Ronnie really pushing it. Paige does not even bother with the fast train. I don't blame her.
She was like Spider-Maning across the wall.
Yeah.
You'll notice the difference in textures here.
Paige is actually slightly ahead right now.
Oh no!
Oh, Ronnie taking a death. This is a very difficult section right here. It's hard to see, and the turns are not nice.
All right, that gives Paige quite the lead there with a
Paige has a very good amount of space to work with here.
Yeah. Oh,
ooh, she almost died.
Yeah, keep things together on that. What do you call this? Like, what does Game Draco say? The bifurcated track?
The what?
I don't know.
I call them. Are you talking like the two layer thing?
Yeah.
I call them catwalks.
Catwalks. Oh, yeah, I like that.
Yeah, they are very dangerous for absolutely no reason. Okay, Paige still doing very well here.
Paige almost had too much height there, but still shaving off time. Oh no!
Oh, okay.
that
Ronnie's ahead now.
Yeah, just barely back in the lead. I think Paige had to regain speed there, so that should be Ronnie in the lead.
Yeah. Okay, Ronnie just has to close it out this end here.
Oh.
Very hard. Oh.
That might seal it. Unless something goes terribly wrong for Ronnie.
That's very bad. Yeah. Okay, I'm sure.
She gonna do it? Yep.
Yes.
That's what we talked about.
And there it is. Very cool. It was great. We got to see that.
Very cool. Paige doesn't go for it.
Yeah, I don't blame her. It's not worth it.
Yeah, not worth it. All right.
Man. So basically, only a death.
I was on 207 pace.
Oh man.
I died basically immediately. That was unfortunate.
Yeah. I had super good laps 1 and 2.
Yeah, those were really nice, Paige.
And my laps 2 and 3 were pretty clean as well, but that lap 1 was unfortunate.
Yeah, I was on pace to cut like a second off my PB.
Mm-hmm. I believe it.
Like
you need to hit DR sometime, Paige.
Apparently.
Pop off sometime.
I believe that brings our score to 2-1 with Ronnie in the lead.
Mm-hmm.
Correct.
Which means Paige leads us into the ban phase for race 4.
I'm gonna ban Mars this time. Mars Guo.
Wow.
Mars.
That was my favorite pod as a kid. I can't believe you're attacking me.
Yeah, kind of messed up. Where is my boy?
I think in that case, if you're getting rid of Mars, I will ban temporarily the Gauntlet.
I have 2 options here.
I don't know if you were going for Gauntlet skips, but I'm not doing that without Mars. So
I was going for you banning Gauntlet skips.
Okay.
If you can control, that's part of the strategy in this pick ban phase. Is if you can bait your opponent into a ban, you have free reign of everything else.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Let's do Baruch Host, no force.
Oh.
Okay.
What pod are you opting to play?
I'll go for Bullseye because
Yeah. Yeah.
Very good pick. That's a great idea.
it's,
Yeah, I'm not doing Ben in tournament right now.
it's a little
Both
bit.
of you
In
pick
tournament.
Bullseye in sync.
It's a little bit. Whatever.
All right, Brew Coast is a pretty difficult track. A little less so as Bullseye. There's a lot more room to work with here. Only problem is that Bullseye is a very fragile boy, and he will die very easily if you touch a wall.
He's very sensitive. I think for newer players, he's actually a favorite just because of that turning that he provides, where a lot of the other pods feel a bit stiffer.
Yeah,
Turning.
definitely. Like, trying to understand turns with Bullseye is a lot more clear than it is with other characters.
For sure. But the problem with him is he's very quick to heat up, very quick to cool down, which means you're going to be running into that underheating we mentioned earlier.
Yeah, for sure. And it will definitely happen a lot here in this section that they're both in right now.
This, I think this track is one of the more visually appealing ones. I think that's mostly agreed upon that it's...
Oh, definitely. Yeah, it's very nice going through this very exotic looking city and then racing down through a beach.
all in a nice overcast.
Yeah, it's a shame it doesn't have the rain that the Nintendo 64 version has.
Oh yeah, true. Yeah, in N64 it would be raining here.
I'd
All
like
right,
to repeat one meme I've done on commentary in main tournament.
It's-
Bullseye was born with
Here we
glass
go.
engines and paper couplings.
Every day is suffering for him as he wakes up.
And every night he lies awake in agony until the sound of his engines exploding puts him to sleep.
Go. Okay, now without keyboard sound.
I can add them if you want.
Oh, that'd be awesome. There've been some post keyboard effects here. Yeesh, that was really close for Ronnie there. They both clear it. And they get to rest for a little bit while they go through this beach section, and then they have to get through the switchbacks coming up, which are pretty difficult. Not as much as with Bullseye. It's one thing to note here is that like all the edges here in this dirt path are like slanted, so you can kind of ride on the walls here if you're good enough, but they can also insta kill you. Like if you're at, I don't know what it is, like a bad angle if you're holding those down or something.
That unforgiving nature of the slope and collision calculation.
Okay, making it out of another very tough section here, and they both clear it. Last part is this latter half of the city, which is also really difficult. It's very easy to lose a lap 3 times. Oh, and Paige dies there.
I was about to say with no deaths it looked like Paige had grown quite the lead, but yeah, now it's
Well,
one.
luckily, as Bullseye, you're not losing as much time when you die. It's like about 3 seconds or so.
True, he's got great accel. Oh, and there's
Ooh, okay, now it's back to even probably.
to even things out, but he
Oh,
the jump there couldn't make it over.
yeah, missing that hurts. That's probably like 5 seconds or so. Yeah. Probably about 3.5 or so. Okay, second time through here. Ooh, Ronnie pushing it.
Yeah, I think Paige definitely has the lead now.
Yeah, she's coasting right now. Definitely Paige's to throw at the moment.
Yeah, they're sharing a death, and it wasn't until that city section that we saw trouble, but should be cleaning things up here.
Ooh, wow, Ronnie coming really close, dying again there.
Bit of pinballing. But we're gonna close
Makes
out
it through
the
though. Oh, Ronnie. Pystal taking another death. Although,
the
I mean,
look back.
it doesn't matter as much.
Oh no. And the snowball.
But yeah, if it's happening, let the tilting begin.
When you don't see her spamming the look back, that's when you know it's getting bad.
Yeah, it's serious when that happens.
I keep forgetting that they can hear us, which may be worsening things.
No pressure, y'all. No pressure.
Because I would not be playing well at all if I could hear the commentators directly in my ear saying dumb shit.
Okay, Paige is about to close it out here in the final section. And she's got it. Bro, 9. Very well done.
We should really be messing with them, like falsifying what's happening.
Oh, actually, Paige, Ronnie already has a 407. And Ronnie makes 9.
407, 437, same thing.
That was very rough.
Well, congrats on picking my least played track in the whole game.
So the score is now 2-2.
Indeed. I think it's
There's a reason I have the leaderboards up.
Mm-hmm.
But
Fair
if
enough.
you don't have a time submitted and you leave the track up, I'm gonna pick the thing.
Yeah, I should go back in time and tell myself to not post any of my videos ever, and then you'll have no idea.
True.
So
or
then,
just go back in time and tell yourself to play Baru Coast. It's a fun track.
Fair enough. I think I'm going to ban the pod that it belongs to the person known as Elon Mack.
My boy! Elon's my boy.
Sad we'll probably not see a Bulls pick at all here.
We'll see.
No.
I'm gonna temp ban Armand Gaza Speedway.
Then I shall pick Zugga Challenge.
Oh.
Okay.
With?
Is there more to that?
Just Zugga Challenge.
Aw.
Aw.
I know you're excited.
I haven't practiced the skip there enough.
I'll be honest, neither have I. So if you want to run back, and just
I don't want us to embarrass ourselves.
yeah, if either of us pick skips, we should probably pick skips that we can actually do.
That's a
If this
good
goes
game
to
plan.
9, if this goes
Yeah, it's
to
a good
9
game
gentlemen to Abyss skips.
Sure.
Oh god, I was
That's-
joking.
That sounds fun. Actually, that sounds fun. I don't know what you're talking about.
That's a good idea.
You want to back out of it, or you want to actually go for that?
I am willing.
Okay, let's do it then. If it comes down to 9, we'll do Abyss skips.
So what is this track, Hellfire?
Pain. This track is pain.
Yeah, it's quite long. There's some pretty tough turns, and then at the end there's a mini boss that they put on this track. It's very very interesting design choice that
Rocky
George
Town
Lucas
reveal?
put here.
There's a giant life bar is like the blue loading bar.
But there's this really big dozer with this really massive hitbox, and it will get your way on lap 2 and 3. Rest assured. So, if both of these players are playing well on this track, it's really going to come down to how they react to this massive dozer at the end of the track.
Other than that, it's I guess not very exciting is the consensus.
I don't see that. I think it's a very challenging track. People are just bad at it and they don't like it because of that. Like this switchback section right here is very nasty. especially on heat.
Here's that dozer on Paige's screen.
Yeah, it will not. It's not going to be a problem here. It'll be very nice and be out of the way, and you won't have to drop any speed. Very nice. See. Now on lap 2, it's going to decide that it needs to be all the way on top of the hill and in your way, and it wants to kill you as much as possible. Ronnie has played this track quite a bit. I'm sure they can, if they don't throw. Hopefully, that's the big hope here.
Yeah, why would you throw? Come on. Take this serious. Come on.
Simply play gooder.
True.
Go.
And so, just for reference, we're going to see around 4 minutes and 20 seconds in terms of total track length. Probably a little bit longer for them, maybe 4:25 or so. Paige already making a mistake there. Not too bad though. Looks like she's about 1.5 seconds behind. Oh, which was close. Trying to get some good heat through that area. It's really good.
Oh, what the hell? Did you see
What
that?
was that? Okay, that was weird. Okay, Ronnie's going through a pretty hard section here. And at the bottom here is really dangerous. I don't know what FPS Ronnie's on, but I hope it's above 24.
Yeah, we've seen a lot of runners get too much height where Paige is at right now and actually hit the ceiling.
Yeah, you can get too much height, and you also, if you're going too fast on that downward slope, you can also die.
Here comes Pystal closing in with a 1:28 first lap.
Wow, that dozer was really close for Paige.
That's really unfortunate for Paige on that lap 1 death, just out of the blue.
Yeah, well, did she not hit anything there?
It was nothing, just the floor killed her.
Dude, that odd is so odd. Cause like, did you see that video I posted? Because I had died there like on SMR too.
Yeah,
No, I died in market actually.
It was just into the tubes, just before the
Okay, yeah. Huh.
Right here where
Yeah. There's something odd with like the spline or something, I think.
yeah, I don't know, maybe it's the converging, because that's where the lower path is coming out, maybe.
Yeah, I think it might be like some kind of issue like Orla Ibana has with
there could just be a sliver of collision poking out. You might have to check like the 3D
true.
data and see what's going on there.
All right, Ronnie coming up to lap 2 dozer, which is gonna be in the way.
Oh,
And there's that death.
Paige definitely didn't die there.
Oh,
Neither did Pystal.
Pystal tried to do the legit strat there, and it did not make it, sadly. But she's still ahead of me. Yeah. Oh, ooh, okay. Paige cleared it. That's good.
In the movie, it's actually, I don't know if this is canon or not, but Ben's pod was actually sabotaged by I forget who it was.
Wasn't it Ark? Like, he thought
it's
Ben was Anakin, right? I think
Right, yeah. The lore goes deep. If you've never gone to Wikipedia and just looked at the pod racers legacy or legends pages, they're pretty entertaining.
Yeah, there's a lot of lore I did not know. Like, I was reading about like Buta Classic is like the Buta Eve Classic, like the whole thing. Oh man, Ronnie taking a death. Okay.
Kind of pinballed around the corkscrew tunnel there.
And that's a very hard section to boost through. It's really not nice.
So I
Paige with the engine fire clear. That's good.
where the dozer's going to be at the end of this third lap.
It's not going to be good. I know that. It's either going to be like near the top or slightly down from it. Oh yeah, here it is. Yeah, you
the
have to.
final boss. You have to break. Oh, and then you.
I think she just clipped it, right? Like the hitbox for it is absolutely stupid.
And it was the slope that killed it on the way.
Oh right, yeah, that's also dumb. Hey, Paige is going to clear it. Doesn't die to the boss here. But it's still way more than enough for Ronnie. Very well done. Wow. 440. Yeah, that was quite the track.
Well, that could have gone a little better.
I died to the floor twice and an invisible wall once.
Classic Zaga.
That was really unfortunate, Paige. That was very odd.
So that first one, it was where it was. What you guys were talking about was correct. It's the lower route converging, and there's a
Yeah,
little thing that
you're
sticks up
getting
there.
attached to it, basically.
Yeah, what you need to do there is tilt over the edge. I didn't think I was lined up there.
Oh, I see. Paige coming on with the hot tips.
The same rule applies for going down that ramp that killed me.
Yeah, correct. Yep.
Yeah.
And that last one was just because I cut a corner too close in the middle of a jump, and that collision extends vertically infinitely.
Yeah, there's a lot of vertical extension in this game that is kind of crap.
So that takes us to 2-3 with Ronnie back in the lead, right?
Yes.
Yep.
Do I get spicy?
Sure.
Yes.
That's what we're all about here.
I'll ban Ben.
Okay.
Oh, let's go.
I will temp ban Sebulba's Legacy.
Okay, that was very not the plan.
Well, you said something about checking which tracks I hadn't posted times
Oh, I know.
for. So,
Bumpy's Breakers. Force ban Bowls.
okay. So no Ben, no Bulls, Bumpies.
Does that mean? I really hope that does not mean what I think it means.
I mean, I'll show you what I'm picking, and then you can tell me if it means what you think it means.
You do have.
I'm curious.
I know what I want to pick here, but I don't know if it's a good idea.
Yeah, that's a good idea, Paige.
Yeah, that's my default in that situation. What are you picking?
Oh yeah, this is what I'm talking about with Ronnie over here.
Should I bring my buddy?
No.
Yeah, you bring. Art.
That's such a
You
bad
always
idea.
bring Bumpy. It's a bad idea, but I mean, is it really a bad idea?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, I like this game bit. So there's a difference in pod choices here.
I figured I'd have.
What did Paige pick?
I
Yeah,
picked
first.
I don't know. What did Paige pick?
Oh, you picked your boy Elon Mac.
Yeah. Damn
Okay.
fail. Come on. We don't respect his pseudonym here because it's for crime.
I do.
Yeah, no
Crime is awesome. I don't know what you're talking about.
What? Okay, we're gonna have to mute Ronnie here.
We're pod racers. We're doing
don't
this like
advocate crime.
illegally for a bunch of years, you know.
I'm gonna warm up a little bit, and then I'll be set.
Yeah, definitely needs a warm up here. This is another long and brutal track with a lot of very difficult turns. To explain the pod differences here, Ronnie's using technically the fastest character here. Aldar Beto, who comes in third for most tracks, where Ben is the leader. Elon Mac is a little bit lower than Aldar. I'm not sure how much, probably like 5th or 6th or something probably. But his control is 10 times better than what Aldar is. Aldar is very funky to use.
I'm surprised we're not. I mean, Bowls would definitely be the second choice, but Paige took that out with her additional pod. So yeah, I don't know how this asymmetric pod selection.
Okay, I'm wrong. Elon is just under Aldar.
Yeah.
So this is actually very close. Really what it comes down to is Ronnie not dying at all.
Yeah, which is going to be a bit difficult with a slidey pod like Beto.
Yeah, it's a very rough turn. Like a turn response is very slow for him. And there's a lot of hard turns in this track, especially with the shortcut in the Sunken City area. And then also the first part where there's like 5 hairpins or so. That's really brutal as well.
You're very welcome to make Elon mock jokes. I'd be surprised if we hadn't heard most of them at this point, but
Go. Oh wow, Paige opting not to start with Bumpy here. That will make the sliding door section a little bit harder on lap 2.
why are Elon Musk's pockets so big to fit all the part-time? So back to the he's the SpaceX guy. No, he's actually the he's actually a mafia. He's from a crime family.
Crime syndicate, basically.
Yeah, and his real name is Cam Nail, or it's whatever.
Yeah,
Elon Musk is backwards, so his alias was just his real name backwards.
Okay, coming down to a very tough section here, especially with the shortcut coming up. Ronnie's slowing down, that's fair.
Making it very safe.
Oh, yeah, there we go.
Oh, yep.
Ooh, this is really bad. Oh,
Whoa, getting a little lost in the sunken city there.
all right, so Ronnie is going to be very, very ahead currently.
So yeah, so far the speedo picks paying out. Maintaining that high heat through these winding sort of midsection of the track.
Yeah, you can lose a lot of heat in these switchbacks here.
He
That was
was
close.
flung
Yeah.
a bit left there. Oh!
Ooh. That's gotta hurt.
Yeah, with Beto, just not quite responding in time.
Yeah, it's kind of hard to get him to actually turn sometimes with this pod.
But it's making things look a little closer. Actually, very close. If I'm understanding
Oh, they are very close right now.
the desync right now. Elon mac and cheese. I don't think I've heard that one before.
Okay, coming down the final lap here. Coming down all to this right now.
Page's stream is looking a little stuttery on
think-
the Discord end, but hopefully
Yeah, I think it was Discord chugging
Okay.
because I have to do
good.
Okay, they both cleared the switchbacks. That's one section down.
Yeah, I think with the desync, where is it? Oh no,
Oh, Paige.
never mind. It's not worth calculating. Let's Oh,
Ooh,
man.
that was really close for Ronnie.
That corner there almost sliced her in half. And the doors makes it through this time.
These players are taking the mistakes very well here. This is quite amazing.
Nice.
Oh, that was really good for Pystal right there.
Paige still has at least, I don't know, it'd still be a death sphere.
Yeah, it's like a second or two behind. Like
And
a
it's
second and a half.
only the arena to get through for Ronnie.
Nicely done. That was awesome. That was very well done for Old Arbito on Bumpy's Breakers. That's quite crazy.
Yeah. With only, was it only 2 deaths? Or
I lost that by half
I
a
think I
second with
died
an extra
once.
death.
just 1 death? Okay, cool.
Wait, I had. Was it 2 or 3 for me then?
Might have been.
I'm pretty sure I only died on the lap 2 doors.
Oh, okay, that was it.
Yeah, I died on lap 1 shortcut and a landing on another thing. Damn, that was actually almost really good.
So I love Bumpy's Breakers. It's one of my favorite tracks. I've actually been playing it quite a bit. Going for PBs with Ben. So far, no luck, but I've been on some very good paces. So yeah, I was used to the track, but not with Aldar. One of the mistakes that I make the most on that track with Ben is I actually tend to take the corners too sharply. Because at least on lap 2, the big hairpin after the switchbacks, I think it was lap 2, you can see that I'm sliding way too early, or what would be way too early for Ben. And because Aldar was so slidey, I actually didn't die there, and I went through it perfectly. So that was
Nice.
crazy.
Yeah, that was quite amazing for how little warm up you did.
Yeah, I'm very happy with that run.
Yeah, that was awesome.
Yeah, I like how safe you played it through that shortcut section.
Yeah, I mean that's all Ronnie really had to do was play it safe, just due to the sheer speed.
It's a difficult track for sure, and Aldar is not an easy pod to control, so that took a lot of focus.
Did you see my lap 3 shortcut?
Yeah, you kind of caught some air at the end of it.
Yeah, I caught a tiny bit of air, and then just my speed dropped to 0. I didn't die, but I lost all of my speed.
Weird. Yeah, I don't know if I caught that.
If any one of those things doesn't happen, I make the comeback with the extra death. That's unfortunate. Do we want to make just the first match point be the Abyss Skips option?
Well, I actually have a pick planned that I kind of want to try out. And so if we did that, because I'm at 4 now, right?
Yeah. That's why I'm saying this would be
Match point for Ronnie.
Yeah. So I think I'm gonna say not yet on the Abyss, because I've got another pick that I want to do before then, and it's entirely possible I throw it and lose. So don't worry about that.
in that case.
I think Hellfire knows what's up.
Oh, let's go.
I think I might know what that is.
Maybe you too.
I mean, it's either Executioner or I'm an idiot.
Maybe.
No, it's
So,
actually Vengeance.
Yeah, I got the Sunken City AI skip. So yeah, if you want to get into pod bans and stuff,
I'll ban Bullseye.
I'll just ban Sebulba's Legacy again.
I have a good pick, or I have a fun pick.
Okay.
I think I'll take the good pick, and we're gonna play Howler Gorge.
Okay.
Oh man.
So that's Howler Gorge, no Bullseye.
Yep. No forces.
Okay, so we get quite the tour of planets today. Finally getting to Ando Preem, the snow planet. Kind of like Hoth, I guess you could say.
I think they actually showed off every single one besides.
What, have we not hit Tatooine?
We can't. Ronnie banned both of it.
Oh, right. Unfortunate. Well, everyone's seen Tatooine plenty, especially if you watch Disney Plus. On Ando Preem, you see that ice field. A nice big jump on this one. and a fun 10th shortcut, which we'll see laps 2 and 3. Not like that, but here's that large jump on Paige's screen into the ice field. So it's like you're going from one uncontrollable state to another, and then you have to navigate through these tight squeezes and finally avoid some pillars at the very end. But it's cool at the very start of this, you can actually hear the what are they called? The Bendu monks who live in this snowy mountain village. They're doing some throat singing at the start. So it's a cool little ambiance they added there. Go. Looks like the internet might have caught cut out for Hellfire again, but we will proceed. This section is a bit tricky to maintain heat through, but both runners seem to be... Oh! I was about to say having no issue. Oh. Slide for Pystal there. Oh, and just cutting down that hill a bit too fast and into the wall, but it's going to even things out a bit. Yeah, things have definitely evened up here. And here you'll see that 10th shortcut where they have to, oh man, both taking it very riskily. And this, as another section where you can lose control thanks to both an icy slide effect and a fast terrain speed boost. So it's really just trying to hurl you down a slippery slope and kill you. So this is match point for Pystal, which means, there's a death from Ronnie, which means Paige has to win this in order to keep this match going. Here's her lap 3 shortcut, very clean. She has quite the lead right now. Oh, and that's a death into the shortcut for Pystal. Goal right now is 4-2 with Ronnie or Pystal in the lead. And that's another death out of the shortcut tunnel for Pystal. Okay, so if Paige can keep things together here, she should take this. She has, several deaths ahead of Pystal. And there goes Paige closing it out with a 327. Oh, I'm sorry, Ronnie, but things are really snowballing for you. On the snow course, yes. With a 402.
That could have gone a little bit better.
What'd you get, a 402?
Yeah, I got a 402. I died like 25 times. One thing led to another, you know.
Yeah, I mean, that happens. Do you want me to go no ban so you can do your wacky pick?
Yeah, if you want to forfeit the ban just so I can try to win.
I don't want to accidentally ban out the fun one. I want to see what it is.
Try to win with the crazy pick.
To answer your question in chat, the like super optimal one is technically the one that hugs the mountain wall, but the it's kind of less impressive looking than the one that weaves between everything. But yeah, what's your crazy pick? Let's see this.
Well, if you're waiving all bans, then I will get rid of Mars Guo, and we will head to Executioner for skips.
Oh, this could be real weird.
Our first skips pick.
Great skip. It looks.
I called it though. I did land on
You did.
skips.
You guessed about 5 different things, and that was one of them. So
yeah, I got there.
Okay, well, I'm not sure what Paige's plan for Executioner skips is. I know what Ronnie's doing here.
I'm not doing the lab skip. What the hell do you think I'm gonna do?
Ronnie needs to go down here to low trigger something down below this track, and then she needs to hit this wall, and she needs to hit a certain spot. And if she's in the right spot, it will do this very strange thing and throw you up. Makes no sense.
this is not how you do it.
It's
This is what
not
I mean
an
by breaking the game, not playing it as intended. This is where the real speed running happens.
And just for comparison's sake, I'll do the old climb.
Good luck.
Oh, let me
Okay, I think Ronnie just hit the spot, so it's going to turn off. Okay, that was a.
Yeah, once you get in the spot, it's basically RNG whether or not you get the jump you need. So I think what I'm gonna do is, if I don't finish in 5 minutes, I'm just gonna kill it.
That's fair. Okay, she got it. Then she turns around, she goes under the track, and she jumps straight to this part. And
Look at
that
that.
counts as an actual lap.
Like that. Yeah, that's basically perfect. Problem is that it took me longer to do that than to do the full track. So I need to be more consistent with it and not do stuff like that. And
Oh, you gotta go back down.
yeah, I gotta reset. So
It's a very tricky skip. It's not very obvious to like most people what is even going on here. And we also have no clue what's going on here, so you just kind of have to accept it.
You feel, don't think.
also, if you hold the boost all the way down, you can get a ton of damage. So I drop it right there, and you slam into the ground with incredible force. It's really funny.
Yeah, if you're boosting into the ground that you hit, it does an insane amount of damage.
Poor Ben Quadneros has whiplash now, so.
Paige just showed off the old skip there where you climb that wall and then just get enough height to clear that fence, that outer perimeter fence, and then do a large drop down into this section.
Yeah, and that cuts out like the very dangerous tube here.
It's only up to here that she catches up to where Ronnie would land.
Go. So most of this is really just going to come down to if Ronnie gets the proper climb here, because it's very, very annoying to get into.
I love that as soon as the countdown finishes, you just throw it into reverse and go the other way.
Yeah, you gotta. Ronnie died here, but that's okay. It's not a big deal.
Yeah, it's actually a little better for the setup, I think.
Yeah, because you just hit it all hard. Okay, she might get this here. Perfect.
That looks good.
Great. Okay, she just cleared one.
Very nice. Okay, here, let's see how Paige handles this version. Getting nice height to clear this fence.
And she's got it. That's very awesome. It's such a great looking skip too.
Yeah, we got 2 versions that are very well executed on Executioner.
Okay, Ryan doing the second jump. Ah, she doesn't make it. So she has to reset here. Because if you touch that purple area, it unloads the split path at the bottom that she needs to jump to.
Not quite getting the setup just yet.
Okay, and for reference, Paige is just now finishing a lap. Ryan's about to get hers to count. Oh, that's not good. Yeah.
Oh, no.
Didn't get enough height, didn't clear it.
All right. She's still got time, though.
Yeah, she's got a lot of time. I've just missed the spot.
Yeah, it's looking like it's pretty tricky to wiggle. There's like a very specific...
you have to do minor corrections a lot just to get into it. Oh man, she didn't get it. I think Paige opted not to do the skip a second time. Just for safety purposes, I believe.
Not unwise.
Oh man, Ronnie missed it again.
Not quite getting it. I'm not sure what's going wrong.
It's kind of RNG. Okay, Paige on the third lap.
And believe it or not, there's still a chance here.
Yeah, Ronnie could easily make this. Oh, she doesn't get it. Oh, that's unfortunate. Paige just died too. That's crazy. That downslope right there is very tricky. Oh, wow, that's a really bad respawn.
Oh man. Yeah, Ronnie's just making it interesting for us. She didn't want to win it.
She made it.
Oh, crazy.
It's bad. She might hit out of bounds. Oh, okay. Okay, Ronnie has this. Ronnie can do this.
There it is. She still has a chance.
Oh my god, this is actually really close.
A death for Paige in the tube there.
Ooh. Okay, Ronnie's gonna have to pop off here. Almost nailed the spot there.
No, it was so close. Come on.
Oh my god, she gets it.
That looks good.
Oh no! She didn't hold those up soon enough. No.
Oh no.
Oh, that was so close.
That looks like a forfeit. And
yeah, GG, Ronnie.
That was an appropriate time for it too.
Well done to Paige.
Man.
I went too far to the left.
Yeah.
That lap 3 from me was a little chaotic. What was that respawn?
Yeah, that respawn was really bad.
Yeah. All right.
Bummer.
Well,
I
we
showed
made
off
an
the cool
agreement.
skip, so I've got to restart
cool.
my game now, and
just full on one sand edge.
we're gonna show off the best pod in the game by far, most overpowered.
This is it for all the marbles.
He is one of my favorite visual designs on a pod.
So Abyss skips here. It's kind of simple. You climb this right side wall here, and then you
Not like this.
go over the penalty lap, and then come back, and the lap counts. It's really short. World record is like, what, 15 seconds or something like that?
Yeah.
Very short. Paige
What's
with a 27. That's very good. Really good.
Kind of a joke of a track now.
Yeah.
I hate this full track. Full stop.
It's a really annoying full track, yeah.
It's just a badly designed.
It's
It's bad in concept.
It's a challenging design. That as a designer, you're always looking at.
That's one of the things. Like, full respect to the devs. I love all the work they did in this game. This track was just not a good idea.
I think it's fine.
It's a great idea, but the execution of like the calculations and everything, the collisions.
I am ready. I'm going to mute because I have to get to bed soon.
Fair
I'm
enough.
on the East Coast.
Well, good luck on the final here.
You too.
Go.
All right, final match, and it is an absolute flash in the pan. Really just comes down to not messing it up and making sure your laps count. Okay.
What's going on for Paige there? Had to reset a bit.
Okay, here we go. And Ronnie's
It's gonna be Ron.
Ronnie wins. There we are. There's the whole thing.
Oh, GG.
Jeez, lap 2 reset messed me up.
I got the sub 30 at the very end.
If I matched my lap 1, that would have been a 22.
Nice. Yeah, you would have blown me out of the water with that.
I think my PB with skips here is like a 25.
I got a 27 in yesterday's practice kind of event.
All right. GG's.
Yeah,
Well done,
GG.
y'all. That was some very good playing from the both of y'all.
That was a very fun time.
A quick little outro for our end.
Yeah, thanks for the hosting, everybody.
Yeah. Thank you to Lady Arcaders for hosting us on this one. This was a fun little thing. But if anybody wants to see some more high-speed pod racing action, we have a community Discord server. We have been running a tournament on speed gaming for the last several years, and the 2023 edition is currently running. So if anybody wants to check that one out, give speed gaming a look and give any of our channels a look. We have links directing to the pod racing Discord. Anybody got anything to add?
I think that's it.
May the 4th be with you.
And with you.